All right, to wrap up today's lesson, we are going to learn how to play Bluebells. First, let's listen to the whole song as it's played. All right, so let's look at the whole song, but remember, G is played with your pinky and E is played with your middle finger. This is your right hand and your right hand only, your pinky and middle finger. Try to read the music from left to right. Here we go again. All right, so let's learn how to play Bluebells. First, let's clap the words. This is going to give you an idea of how many sounds there are in the beat. So we have blue bells, bright seashells. Let us turn them over. Good job. All right, so let's look at the very first measure. We have our 2 heartbeats to start out. We are looking at the words blue bells. We have the first note, which is a G, which is played by your right hand pinky, and the second note, E, which is played by your right hand middle finger. So you would play that as G, E. So take a second to practice that. G, E. You can use it with your pinky and middle finger. After you've gotten that, you can pause the video, practice it, and then move on to the next section. That is the first part of Bluebells. All right, so let's move on to the next measure. Again, pause the video if you need to keep practicing. All right, so we have our next 2 heartbeats over bright seashells. So we have 2 heartbeats. We're looking at the words bright seashells. We have 3 sounds. And we have G, G, E. So we're going to play pinky, pinky, and then middle finger. Pinky, pinky, middle, or G, G, E. All right, so let's look at that one more time. We have G, G, E. So the whole first measure sounds like this. Feel free to pause the video if you need to practice that last part again. The whole first measure sounds like this. So it's G, E, G, G, E. All right, let's move on to the second measure. So we have our heartbeats, and we are looking at let us turn them. That's 4 sounds. So we're going to have G, G, E, E, and that's going to be pinky, pinky, middle, middle. So let's play G, G, E, E. And this is measure 2. Let's look at what that sounds like again. Feel free to pause the video. Here's the first 2 beats of measure 2 again. G, G, and E, E. Good job. Here are the last 2 beats in measure 2. Over. We're looking at 2 sounds. The word over. So G, E. It's very similar to Bluebells. All right, so we have G and E with our pinky and our middle finger. So we're going to do G, E. Go ahead and try that again with me. G, E. Feel free to pause the video if you need to keep practicing. One more time, here is the last 2 heartbeats in measure 2. So measure 2 of let us turn them over sounds like this. Here's one more time so you can practice if you need to pause the video. All right, so let's keep in mind that when we're looking at the whole song, this is what it sounds like. So when we go to play Bluebells, we are looking at the letters and the key note names. G, E, G, G, E, G, G, E, E, G, E. Here it is one more time so you can practice along with it. Remember, your pinky is G and your middle finger is E. Keep your hand nice and relaxed and curved like you're holding an egg, and you'll be set to go.